welcome back to another week in my life. It's a nice, good morning as we open up the blinds. That's honestly my favorite things. Just opening the blinds every single morning, just one of my favorite starts. I just showed you guys some of the mugs I got at a thrift store. I got really excited though, because they were for Logan, a Browning one and a Home Depot one. After that, I was working on washing eggs. I always just float these because we get so many. We have a whole bunch of chickens with my family, and a lot of times I never know once I pick them up if they're gonna be good or not. So I just always float them. Usually there always are, and there might be one or two. So I float them all just to make sure, get them cleaned up a little bit if I need to, and that's what I'm doing here. So this is actually that night, but this is me making a holder for my grow lights. So this footage is definitely kind of old because I did this a while back, but y'all, I'm so behind on filming, as I mentioned on Instagram, but I'm trying, not filming, editing. I have so much footage that I need to post. So I'm gonna try to do better. We'll just see. Depends on what goes on with life and all that. So I needed this for my grow lights. This is definitely a very redneck thing. I did measure. I didn't cut all that well. It was just like a late night project in the house, and I was doing with what I could. And it is what it is, and they work. I just needed something to hold the lights, and they've done awesome. So they've definitely done their thing. I started out with just this wood, cut all the measurements I needed, and then used a saw and just kind of cut, measured, did everything I needed to, and made this amazing janky redneck grow light thing. A little thing too, you don't need actual grow lights to grow plants. You can just use a shop light. You want at least over 5,000 lumens. I know there's a bunch of stuff in the light stuff, but you can really just use any shop light. It is a myth. You need an actual grow light and just a marketing scheme. You don't need it. And they will grow. I have had so many different plants that are just growing with shop lights that have been growing great. And even we've heard from a lot of expert gardeners, you can do that. So don't worry. Use your shop lights. You don't need to spend money on big grow lights, and you'll be good. Okay, well, we're gonna try to okay, everyone, we're getting ready to go on a walk with me and Caspian. There's snow out, but who cares? Well, I don't care, because oh my gosh, I cannot talk. I'm tired. It's been a weekend. But going on a walk with little Caspian, and it doesn't matter what the weather is, I make sure we get out and we go on a walk every weekday. Since November. Last week was the only week we've not done that, and that's just because we had some really strong winds, and he had a fever for a day from teething, and so we just did not get out. I just felt like it was better, and then it was just really, really bad. We had some high winds, and just until he was better, I decided it was best not to. Hey, Bubba! Hi! Who's Mama talking to? So we're gonna get ready. Go on our walk. Also, ignore our giant shoe mess, but check these out. I just got some Kizik's. And look how easy that is to put on. Woo! So Caspian, on really cold days, we have this suit we got from his grandma. I believe this was Logan as a baby, I think. So he's in that suit, and then I also have this that someone gave us. So he has double layers in the stroller, and I've double checked him so many times. He's always super warm in this. I've sometimes done a few more layers if it gets really, really cold, but this is generally when it's around this temperature. I don't even know. There's snow out, so 20-30s that he seems to be good with this. Usually sometimes less. I have a couple times done it more. Someone's got the blinds, but generally that's what it is. So we're gonna go on our little walk and get some fresh air because we both need it. Alrighty, so I don't know where I left off, but I need to move this light up higher. You can see tomatoes are touching the light, so we need to move them up a little bit higher so that does not happen. So that's what we're gonna work on right now. Okay, so we're going to be transferring these beefsteak into some other cups. I want to split some off because I'm going to end up giving these to some people later. So, I thought it'd be good to split them off so I can do that. There's 3 in here. I planted 3. I think not like all of them come up in all my cups, but definitely not in all of them. Alright, so 1 in each, 1 to 2 is kind of my idea of the beefsteak. Now I had better germination with some of the other ones, but the person I want to give these to, I know really likes beefsteaks and not as much about other ones, so that's what we're going to do here. Okay, so let's see if I can do this one a little bit better. So I have 4 here, so I especially really want to split these off. Here are my seeds, definitely a lot of seeds. Not lots of roots, not seeds, roots. So we're going to split these. We're going to be as gentle as can be. We're going to separate them. Okay, but there I got it. You can bury them a little bit lower because the stems will keep putting out more seeds. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Alrighty, so we are working on garden boxes. Well, Logan is currently. I did before it became nap time. So I'm getting him a little nap while Logan is doing dirt work to get everything ready. We've gotten all of our sliced up. We're using like these old concrete forms, as I showed. I believe probably the footage will go before this. And so we sliced those in half. And those will be great, but yeah, Logan's getting more like the area where they're going to be going already, and once those are done, then we can put them in and then fill them up and then get things planted. That's not all gonna happen today, but we'll get as much done as we can, which I'm really excited.
Way where I planted them, like everything else, I actually want to go in and plant them a different way as well. But I'm going to start probably today when I get home. I'm just planting them a few different ways and just seeing how everything seems to work. I've normally done them from like the little bulbs, but as I finally did all my research on those, they do not grow great that way. So, well, they don't go great. If you want like big bulbs, they're not going to plant that way. But if you just want green onions, then they're going to work awesome. I want big bulbs. I want to be able to have a giant harvest like that. So I'm planting this way, as well as I'm going to go home and plant them a different way as well. See how they do. Hey y'all, I don't even know if you can hear me. You can see me very well. It is so bright out here. I'm currently planting tomatoes. But I'll probably get some ground cherries. I have peppers. I have a few other things that I am planting today in my garden boxes. Can't believe it's already planting season. It's kind of crazy just because it feels like forever for it to get to this point because I got so excited and planted extremely early. I know it was way earlier than I should have been planting, but I just got excited and just really, I needed some planting done around there, which I think next year I'll probably do peppers that early again. Probably not tomatoes because they really do not need to be planted that early, but it's fine. They're doing great, and it should be a fun growing year.
So I just got finished doing they're like an Amish paste tomato that I just planted. They're gonna be like your Romas. Now I'm doing, what's it, Queen of the Night, I believe is what they're called. And they're more of a, like a purpley tomato.
So for Memorial Day, we went and camped down by Bryce Canyon. So of course we went to Bryce Canyon one of the days, but we had a lot of fun there with some family and friends, and just spent some time out, and it was just a great time. We love camping and love being outdoors, so it was fun having our little family trip down there, and we can't wait for more fun summer adventures. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys liked this week in my life. It's really weeks in my life. It's just random days for whatever, but if you guys like this, if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.